Grade 9, English, Unit 12, Lesson 1. Let's go to the gym, talking about physical exercise, giving a presentation. Grade 9, English, Unit 12, Lesson 1. Let's go to the gym, talking about physical exercise, giving a presentation. Vocabulary: physical exercise can be divided into 3 parts. They are strength and resistance exercises, weight-bearing exercises, and free hand exercises. Strength and resistance exercises are exercising your muscles using an opposing force. Weight-bearing exercises are exercising by walking or moving against gravity with your bones supporting your weight. Free hand exercises are exercising at a small space without the help of equipment. 1. Put the following exercises into the correct category: A. Weightlifting, B. Hiking, C. Lat pull-down, D. Aerobics, E. Push-ups, F. Bench press, G. Jogging, H. Ab crunches. Here are 3 main categories. They are strength and resistance exercises, weight-bearing exercises, and free hand exercises. 1. Answers. Strength and resistance exercise. A. Weightlifting. C. A lat pull-down. F. Bench press. Weight-bearing exercise. B. Hiking. D. Aerobics. G. Jogging. Free hand exercise. E. Push-ups. H. Ab crunches. Unit 12, Lesson 1, Listening and Speaking, Exercise 2. Listen to a gym trainer talking about effective exercises for burning calories and fill each blank with an appropriate word.
Good morning, everyone. I am Thura, a trainer at Fit and Bliss Fitness Center. I'm here today to share with you some effective exercises for burning calories. In my presentation, I'll be focusing on 3 key what, why and how. It will take about 10 minutes to cover all these points. I'll be handing out copies of the PowerPoint slides at the end of my talk. There will be time for a question and answer session at the end. Right. First of all, let me start with my first point. What is calorie? It is a unit for measuring the amount of energy food will produce. We all need energy to grow and to survive. However, if we take in more calories than we actually need, our body stores the extra calories as fat. This leads to my second point, why? Why do we need to burn our calories? Of course, burning calories will not only keep you fit but also make you active throughout the day. On the other hand, extra calories can increase our cholesterol levels and lead to diseases such as obesity, diabetes, cancer, and stroke. The last point I'd like to talk about is how we can burn our calories. I'd like you to look at the statistics on the number of calories burned per 30 minutes. Of all the exercises mentioned, jogging can burn the highest number of calories, 245 calories, and hiking 225 calories. Moreover, doing aerobics for 30 minutes can help us burn 213 calories. Next, 30-minute push-ups can burn 210 calories. Surprisingly, one of the most expensive exercises, lat pull-down, will burn only 100 calories per 30 minutes. The bar chart clearly shows that freehand exercises are even more effective than those with equipment. I think I have covered all 3 key points: what, why and how in my presentation. Right. I'd just like to finish with the words of a famous fitness and nutrition guru, Jack LaLanne: exercise is king and nutrition is queen. Put them together and you've got a kingdom. Thank you very much for your kind attention.
Listening and speaking, 2. Listen to a gym trainer talking about effective exercises for burning calories and fill each blank with an appropriate word. Study the chart to understand the effectiveness of exercises. 1. 3 key points the presenter wants to focus are what and how. 2. The question and answer session is at the of the presentation. 3. When we take in more calories than we need, they are stored as of 4. Examples of diseases caused by an increase in cholesterol level are obesity, diabetes, and stroke. 5. Of all the exercises mentioned in the bar chart, can burn calories most. 6. Of all the exercises mentioned in the bar chart, can burn calories least. 7. According to the speaker, exercises are more effective than exercises with equipment. 2. Answers. 1. Why. 2. And. 3. Fat. 4. Cancer. 5. Jogging. 6. Lat pull down. 7. Freehand. Speaking, useful language for presentation. Greetings and introduction. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, teacher. Good morning, classmates. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, teacher. Good afternoon, classmates. I'm here to talk about presentation structure. My presentation is divided into parts. In my presentation, I'll be focusing on key issues or points. Timing, it will take about minutes. Handouts, I'll be handing out copies of the slides at the end of my talk. Questions, please feel free to interrupt me at any time during my presentation. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them at the end of my presentation. Conclusion, I'd just like to conclude by saying that this is the end of my presentation. Thank you for your time and attention. 3. Put the following strips of paper in the gaps below to form meaningful language expressions. The problem of hunger and malnutrition. Glad to answer them at the end of my presentation. 3 main parts. to cover all these topics, which I'm going to distribute at the end of my talk. 1. If you have any questions, I'll be 2. Don't worry about taking notes. I have prepared some handouts. 3. I've divided my presentation into 4. My presentation will take about 30 minutes. 5. I'd like to talk about Exercise 3, Complete Answers. 1. Glad to answer them at the end of my presentation. 2. Which I'm going to distribute at the end of my talk. 3. The 3 main parts. 4. To cover all these topics. 5. The problem of hunger and malnutrition. 4. Imagine you are going to give a presentation on a topic of your choice. Prepare the beginning of the presentation based on the following points: Introduction, timing, questions, presentation structure, handouts. For answer, prepare the beginning of a presentation. The task asks you to imagine that you are going to give a presentation on a topic of your choice. You need to include introduction, presentation structure, timing, handouts, questions.
Model presentation, based on the listening text. Good morning, everyone. I am Thea, a trainer at a fitness center. I'm here today to share with you some effective exercises for burning calories. In my presentation, I'll be focusing on 3 key points: what, why, and how. It will take about 10 minutes to cover all these points. First of all, what is a calorie? A calorie is a unit for measuring the amount of energy food will produce. We need energy to grow and survive. However, if we take in more calories than we need, our body stores the extra calories as fat. Why do we need to burn our calories? Burning calories helps us keep fit and stay active throughout the day. On the other hand, extra calories can increase cholesterol levels and lead to diseases such as obesity, diabetes, cancer, and stroke. Finally, how can we burn our calories? Among the exercises mentioned, jogging burns 245 calories per 30 minutes, while hiking burns 225 calories. Aerobics burns 213 calories, push-ups burn 210 calories, and lat pull-down burns 100 calories. The statistics show that freehand exercises are more effective than exercises with equipment. This is the end of my presentation. Thank you very much for your time and attention.
Thank for watching. Don't forget to subscribe Colorful World.